welcome to our first podcast. This is a thing we're trying. None of us have ever done podcasts before. We're a new little group of friends at our friend's store, James. He's recently opened a hobby store and we're all kind of enamored with it. So thanks for bearing with us. This is going to be a bit of a shambles, but you never know. In a couple of years, we might look back and say, oh, look how cute we were when we were learning how to podcast. So without further ado, my name's Karl Heinz. I'll be your, what's that called in podcast world? MC, the topic dude?
Narrator? I honestly don't know.
Host?
Host, yeah, there we go. Host.
Host with the most.
To my right is this gorgeous man, Ben. Say hello, introduce yourself.
I'm Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
I have a problem.
Then to my left.
Hi, I'm saying my own name. Okay, I'm John. Nice to meet you.
James.
As you can see, we're all very talkative.
Yeah. First podcast.
Very good at this.
Yeah. Literally before we pressed record, we were like, how do we do this?
Whoa.
Yeah. No swearing. So I reckon we have like a thing that's worth chatting about. And not that I think this would be an amazing podcast, but I reckon I would be interested in the things we have to say. And specifically, it's that we're new to Warhammer and we're new to each other as a group of friends. Ben's been playing Warhammer for a bunch of years. I've only been playing for 18 months, like collecting and stuff.
Whoa. Yeah, probably very similar. I think we started around the same time.
It was romantic. It was magical.
It was very, very special.
And yeah, probably 2 years, I reckon. I reckon I started a little bit before you. just a smidge. Yeah.
Lovely. But I actually reckon, and we obviously talk all the time as a group of friends, but I reckon the thing that I hear us talk about that I hear from other people in the real world, but when I go onto the internet, I don't hear represented much, is actually just that sense of community that we've kind of like found with each other, found with our broader group of friends. It's kind of great.
I think that was the biggest surprise to me, was actually finding people I liked. It was meant to be something I did by myself in a dark room. Didn't see anyone. And yeah, we came across a really cool group of people. Very surprised.
Yeah. Ben.
Yes.
With your geriatric age behind you in Warhammer years, have you had like groups of friends that you've moved between over the
years? Yes, I have. So when I first started was 5th edition, when Assault on Black Reach came out. That was the starter set for that edition. It was Orcs and Space Marines.
Sweet. And were your friends at that time as rad as we are?
I didn't actually have friends at that time.
What?
I just happened to stop by a local. I went to Lord of the Rings first, and then I was just like, oh yeah, I'm playing Lord of the Rings. They did that thing where you paint your own model and everything. So I painted an Elf Ranger, and these other guys at the table painting a Space Marine. I'm like, I don't know what that is. That's weird. Lord of the Rings is cooler.
Yeah.
It still is, but I play 40k.
Is that just because you can't find friends to play Lord of the Rings with?
I think it's a very hard. It's not as popular here in Australia, I don't think. Yeah.
In New Zealand, much more popular.
Yeah. I got in. My dad's like, oh, he's doing war games, you can play that, and that's where it started. And then I was just like, oh, cool, I'll get into it. Luckily, we found a nice hobby shop down the road, local to us, and that's where it sort of began. I met people there, played there, but that was really about it. The people there, and then my dad and my brother. I didn't have a friend group who did. Played for about a couple of years, then took a very long period of time off, and then I got lucky where mates from high school, middle 40k, they were in 40k, and that sort of.
Oh, sick!
Played a little bit with them. And then met you guys at the other hobby store and...
Sweet. So the mates from high school, this wasn't during high school, this was like a bunch of years after high school?
Yeah. We sort of had that thing where we were gaming groups and we'd really talk about our other interests. It sort of had that stigma of like, if I'm wrong to talk about 40k, you straight up just get bullied and everything for it in high school.
Wow.
Definitely wasn't as cool as it is now.
No. Now everyone's like, we know what 40k is.
Yeah.
A lot more mainstream.
I kind of like get a kick out of like strutting around the office. I work in an office, and being like, I'm in a nerd renaissance. Look at my little miniatures.
These are my war dollies.
Yeah. You heard about war dollies? Yeah. It's definitely got a mainstream feel to it now. But it's also kind of like it's easy nowadays to talk about the importance of having a sense of play as an adult as well. Like I don't know if you guys get that, but yeah, it's a pretty comfortable topic, I find. That is awesome that you are connected with friends from high school through 40k and then found better friends here. Sure, they were great friends.
No bias.
No bias. People get to game, play 40k with more often when we can, Yeah, it's not like a commitment, and we just have fun. Yeah.
Sweet. I think this is a good organic topic to start with, actually. How we all individually got into Warhammer. Sean, what brought you to this stupid ass hobby?
Basically, I was looking for something to do at night times when my kids went to sleep. 2 young kids basically took up all of my time, had nothing for myself. Started doing Lego, which was awesome fun, but super expensive. You build a kit, costs $200 in 2 nights. You're like, okay, where's the next one? So that was unsustainable. My wife was, calm down.
Yeah.
Stop spending money. So I found a almost equally as expensive hobby, depending how you look at it. But
did that come into the equation? Like, I could get a box of Warhammer, and it might cost $100 for a box, but you get way more nights worth of like building and painting.
I think so. My problem is I just don't stop buying boxes, even though I haven't painted them.
We don't know anything about that. That's just a very
it must be just me with the pile of shame. But yeah, so finishing up with Lego, starting Warhammer, I collected as a kid. I think it would have been at least 25 years ago maybe, that my dad and I started painting a original starter kit with Dark Eldar and Space Marines. I wouldn't even have a clue what edition it was.
I forgot you told me that. That's such a cute origin story.
Yeah, and I never played a game when I was younger. I just used to sit there with my war dollies and
imagination.
Yeah, but I loved it, and it held like a real nostalgia for me. And once moving from Lego, I sort of saw this in the background. My brother-in-law, he was collecting orcs and sort of had them there. I was like, they're really, really cool. Looked at maybe just getting a set to paint at night, just to do something to keep the hands going at night. I sort of wanted to get off my phone. I always felt once the kids would finally go to sleep, I'd just sit there and doom scroll for 3 hours before I went to bed at night, and it didn't feel like a good way to spend life.
Yeah.
So bought a box of Intercessors. I still don't think I finished painting them a year later.
Yeah. But you played the shit out of the beep out of those Intercessors.
Oh yeah, man, they do some work on the table for me, definitely. But it'd be nice to maybe finish a unit.
That's like a rare unicorn, right? Like finishing
It feels like a goal that's unattainable for me. But I definitely didn't expect to get into playing the game. It was originally just looking at something to do at night time by myself, like I said, in a dark room, just chill out, paint some models. And now I think it's a complete 180 and I just want to play.
Yeah. That resonates with me as well. And I'm going to circle back to a very similar sentiment for myself. But James, lay it on us thick, because we're in your store. How did it go from, here's a hobby I might get into, you know what?
Well, I've always been into scale models and stuff like that. But really it was more the social aspects for me, I think. I wanted to find something I could do with meet other people who play the same game and actually interact face to face with them, which obviously it worked. But no, that was it. And I've always loved airbrushing. I've always wanted to push my painting skills and whatnot to the next level, and I think this is the perfect hobby for it, really. Yeah, I walked in, I was a sucker for Games Workshop, the actual store, the Warhammer stores. I walked in there to buy a single pot of paint, and I walked out with a starter set, a whole box of paints, tools, paintbrush, and it was kind of like a moment where I sat in the car and went, what have I done? And it just never stopped.
Yeah. That's glorious. And so you'd already like painted models and stuff like historical sort of stuff?
Yeah, like airplanes and stuff like that I used to play around with. I was getting into, but I could never find the time to really get into it. But this I kind of committed the time to, and I'm happy I did, really. Yeah.
The painting skills are wild.
Yeah, cheers.
And to address the elephant in the foreground, these are the sorts of boards that we very typically, every weekend, set up and then play on, and they've got loads of like really beautifully painted models on them. I think with the exception of maybe the ones at the front right, which is James's wife Rachel, who painted them. Everything else is you?
Yeah, so these old orcs here, the old Gazgal and stuff I painted when I was a kid.
And they're still so good.
Yeah. But no, everything else I've done, I think. Yep.
Brilliant.
So, yeah, it's been a bit of experimenting. Like I've been following like YouTube videos a lot. I find it a lot easier to paint things when I have an example to follow. Like that Norn Emissary, that was a War Hipster video I watched. That was fantastic. But the rest of the stuff, like I kind of just winged it. Like that tower, finding an ochre that worked on that tower was hard. I'm still not 100% happy with it, but it does its job.
I don't know if I'll ever paint anything as nicely as that. Yeah, it's really glorious.
Very sexy.
All right. So I'm next. How did I get into Warhammer? I borrowed a book from a library one time. You know, like I grew up playing a lot of video games, and I hit an age where as much as I wanted to play video games, I kind of just didn't want to spend more time on a screen. It's like as simple as that, very similar to what you were saying, you know, like, and this is about 2 years ago, you know, like, I think the last time I actually played a video game was about 5 years ago. But about 2 years ago, you know, finish work, go home, do some exercise, cook some dinner, whatever. Then I'd spend time with my darling wife, Ali. We'd be watching TV, because we love watching TV, and she'd be knitting. She's a mad knitter and a mad crocheter, and she'd have this cool tactical thing, tactile, not tactical. Tactical. She's like making vests.
Yeah.
But like she had this tactile thing that I was always kind of like jealous. You know, she got to like watch TV and do this, and it looked really fun. And I literally asked her, I want a thing that I can do that as well, the tactile bit, but also I'm not interested in knitting. And my wife said, you should try Warhammer. You know that book you borrowed from the library and you read and you said you liked? You can paint the dudes. I think they're called war dollies. She didn't say that. That's her purple. I wish she said that. Anyway, so I went and bought a box, kind of just on a whim, and like you said, James, like that feels like yesterday. You know, like it's just been a blur of obsession since then. Just been like, yup, I'm painting the crap out of these, and that actually led to terrain very quickly. I think in a matter of like 2 months or something, I'd ordered my first little bits of terrain off Etsy. That one printer dude.
Yep.
And John got some as well.
Guilty.
We have a cute, like a meet cute story, you know, like an origin story.
It was a bit sweet.
Yeah. And so that was our local Warhammer store. You were just like a random dude in a high vis.
Yeah, I think we were doing the mini of the month.
Yeah.
We just met there.
And I think we started talking about being new to Warhammer and it being fun and having like these unexpected bits. And then
I think we ran into each other at the local hobby shop.
Yeah, and then we messaged each other online. It was like a date. This is miles before we started like playing proper games and stuff. Like neither of us really knew how to play or whatever. And it was like a Saturday night.
Yep.
At like 8 o'clock at night or something. We'd seen each other twice or something.
Yeah, I'm like, come over to my house, show me how to do this. And my wife's like, is he a stalker? Is he weird? What's going to happen?
What's this deal? Ali said the same thing. So she's like, so you're going to go meet a grown-ass dude at his place. He lives around the corner. And you're going to take your little plastic guys and you're going to learn how to play this board game. Okay, right. Awesome. Please don't die.
Yep.
That was about it. But it was magical. And I remember we took a picture of that first board because by that point I bought my first little bits of terrain and my first little battle mat. It was all very like underwhelming. But I took a picture and I bumped into it the other day. You know what? I'm going to do the magic of editing and go, here it is. And pop it up while we're chatting.
Yep.
But it's the cutest shit ever. Like, look, stuff ever. That's going to take a while to undo that habit.
Yes.
Yeah. And just been playing ever since.
Yeah, that definitely sunk its teeth into me that night. I thought I just wanted to paint, but that was just like, shit, this is fun.
Yeah.
This is actually really cool. And I had no idea what I was doing. I think I still don't.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I completely agree. I still don't know all the rules. I reckon we're like in the 90 percentile, if you know what I mean. Like we know most of the rules.
I'm pretty sure I forget my army rule every single game. It's the easiest thing to remember, but
I think there's a very big difference from knowing your rules to just forgetting them when the time comes.
that's true. Yeah.
That's us.
It's usually Ben who reminds me. He's like, "Have you done -1 to wound?"
I
mean,
Too like love it, but there's so many data sheets you have during a game. It's too hard to just remember. Yeah.
Well, just past us, kind of extending past us as a friends group, the other big surprising thing I found is just how easy it is to actually build that sense of community. And I hear people talk about like the competitive scene, but that's really not what I mean. I mean, my friends opened a gaming store, James in the end, and I reckon we've now got about 20 odd people in this fairly tight-knit group. We're all relative strangers to each other, but everyone knows each other's names.
yeah.
Everyone's kind of comfortable saying, hey, does someone want a game? And, you know, two people who have never played with each other will be like, yeah, cool, let's have a game on Saturday night. They'll book a table with James and, you know, sparks will fly. And that's like a weekly, regular thing. And that feels very special. It feels like there's a bubble going on.
Definitely does. It feels crazy how quickly like the community here has grown. How long has the store been open for now?
5 months now.
It's really taken off. Like people will just randomly walk in on a Saturday night when we're playing, and they'll be like, "Oh, I haven't seen Warhammer since I was a kid. This looks cool," and they'll stick around till midnight.
It's such a common recurring thing. And we've got a fella in our group who's actually like, you know, quite a bit older, and he'll just come and he won't even play, but he'll just sit and hang out and like chat with us.
Have a nap in the corner. Get up
Have a
an
nap
hour
in the
later.
morning. Yeah. And then the other end of the spectrum, there's one or two like really young kids who are just getting into it and they're like super hyped on it. And I mean that fills me with joy. That
Yeah.
the embarrassing part of Warhammer, though I'm not embarrassed by it in the slightest, is actually how it lets the imagination crank up. You know, like when you're playing, that's really what I'm looking for, and I feel comfortable saying that's generally the vibe we're generally going for when we play.
It's good atmosphere. I think that's what brings people in as well. It's just a good atmosphere. Like, we're not sticklers for rules. We kind of just have a casual game, and I think that's a good way to get started. Like, fair enough if you want to get into full hardcore tournaments, go right ahead. We applaud it, but I'm happy with our little casual games, and I think a lot of people are. It's a good stepping stone to get started.
It's just a real fun way to catch up and like forget about all your daily troubles and just come hang out with friends, isn't it?
And I kind of feel that as we get better at the game, like we get more tactical and strategic and stuff, the games actually get more fun. So I'm certainly not even knocking competitive play. I think our games are even better as we get to be better players, if you know what I mean. I think that stuff actually improves the immersion because there's this extra depth, this extra dimension to the games. My favourite part of playing with Ben, because he's very good at Warhammer 40,000. And I mean, I cannot tell you the amount of times we've been playing whatever, and then it's Ben's turn, like a 2v2, you know? There was a game we played about a month ago, and Ben was playing Dark Angels, and we're all doing our rubbish sort of, I've got a this thing to that thing. And then Ben like turns a Land Raider around the corner of a building, whatever, and goes, this, that, this, that, this, that, and we're like,
and throwing too many words out.
Yeah.
Especially when I play orcs, just the wording I use for orc characters, and John in particular is like,
Wait, we've got one behind us. The
make a track scratch it.
You had a fun time with this.
Absolute bullshit.
John's sitting there with his Terminators just going, these are pretty cool, and I rock up and make a track scratch it. Hits like garbage, but it hits like a truck when it does. John didn't make any saves, and each shot just killed the Termi straight out. He's just like,
and it only costs 70 points a model.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Boonga.
And I run 3 of them because why not?
And the most important part though is the way that you do it, if you know what I mean. I've only had this twice. I've bumped into someone I've played with, and they're super good at the game, but they're just really boring to play with. They're just very like...
It's that fine line of trying to help you along during the game and then taking the game over from you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's what kind of brings people in here too, as well, is like they know they can rock up, they can forget their rules, and they know they're not going to get steamrolled.
Yeah.
Because it's just a casual game. It's casual atmosphere.
Mm.
We like to help people when they forget rules. We like to get helped when we forget our rules, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Big time.
We're not here to table people. We just want to have fun.
Like I don't know all the fire rules and everything, so when I hear about them and get confronted, I'm like, oh crap!
Yeah.
This is new to me. I like this learning experience, but yeah.
I think that's the attitude to have though, is like we're all still learning. Do you know what I mean? So
It's a fun journey. Like
Yeah.
I've honestly really, my opinion of Warhammer is that it's kind of a masterful game. Like I know 11th edition is around the corner and there's lots of hope for flyers to get better and terrain rules to get better and stuff like that. But I think on the whole, it's really quite remarkable what is achieved as a gaming system here. That you can have like, each unit's got a data sheet and you can make up rules in between the data sheets and it all kind of balances out.
It's crazy how well it all works. Like you think on such a scale that they have, you think there would be so many issues with competitiveness, but
Or making up custom games.
yeah.
Like, no, you couldn't possibly. You'll ruin stuff. No?
Yeah.
You'll ruin some custom games, for sure.
Ben always breaks our games. He just knows too much.
Yeah. There's,
I like doing different things every time we do other games though. It's not. I'm not always throwing the same stuff at you.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Like we've got a game this weekend, and I'm trying the brand new detachment where you get the Deep Strike 3 Space Marine units, and it's not limited to any units as long as it has these adepts style keyword, not Titanic.
Ooh,
Wow, that's
so you
the
can
one-
drop in some vehicles.
Land Raiders,
Yeah, I'm gonna have Land Raider, and there's gonna be Termies in the Land Raider, Deep Strike the Land Raider, then Termies are just gonna. Bleh.
I don't like that you're versing in that game.
And then I've got like my flyer that can deep strike into and everything. I'm like, this will be fun.
is that the one with the drop pods? Like, is that the
Yeah, so it's themed about using drop pods and then vehicles and stuff.
Sweet. Ooh, nice.
It's just like good fun detachment at the end of the edition, which I like to see. They just say, have fun with it.
You know what? Maybe this is a good segue. What are our hopes and dreams, our wildest dreams for 11th edition? I've never seen an edition change, so it's not completely confirmed, but there's been enough peripherals confirmation from people who are tightly associated with Games Workshop, so I think it's all but
What's the start?
It was, yeah.
James.
I don't even have to.
I don't even know. I'd like to see something that isn't been done before. Like, obviously Space Marines, they're going to be in there. But something like Space Marines and Eldar, maybe? Or like, something like that. Like Space Marines and Votan. Votan won't sell well, I don't think. But something like that. It's just something different is what I'm getting at here.
Because a lot of the kits have been Space Marine or Space Marine
Yeah.
and
Tyranid,
Chaos.
Space Marine Chaos, yeah. I mean, looking at the wall, like, a Space Marine Tower, ooh. Not Space Marine Necron, we've had that already.
That's just from my memory. Like, there could be more, but
Yeah.
that's all I can remember.
Just something a bit different, you know?
What are the big armies that are super due for a refresh? It's like Grey Knights, Chaos Demons. I think Eldari have new models, but like they've got tons of like crazy old models
Yeah.
as well. So hopefully lots of like range refreshes. Emperor's Children certainly need more models too. I've just started Emperor's Children.
Like an old school
On
box
top-
that you started on, whereas
On top of everything else.
the Templars and the
Dark
Drakari.
Eldar. Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Like,
Certainly love to get some Raven Wing
Oh yeah.
bikers. Not just outriders, like give me those Raven Wing bikers, make them look cool,
Oh,
different,
definitely.
stand out. And a new semi-L, please.
Yes. Make it a
I
better
do believe
kit.
that's coming, I reckon.
So-
That's a rumour.
Well, Ben and I both play Dark Angels, so give me all of the Raven Wing, please.
That was my starting army before I came back and got an orc, so it's still my child army, so I love to see that sort of stuff. Like, I think my original semi-L was actually just a kit bash I bought second hand. It was just a semi-L like model sitting in a Land Raider. With two assault cannons, a land speed with two assault cannons on the front and some stuff on the back. I'm like, yeah, that's semi-L.
Nice.
Make it work.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Right, hot take. I want for 11th edition way more terrain. You know, like I know Games Workshop does terrain, but it feels very underserviced, if you know what I mean. Like the terrain they do is really, really gorgeous, but it's really hard to make a set out of them, along themes and stuff. I obviously love printing terrain with my friend James, who prints all my terrain for me. But yeah, their stuff is incredible. And that last reveal they did, that preview thing, and they had those Zinchian obelisk looking things, that just made me go, wow, I would love to set up a board in that sort of realm of change, Zinch sort of fantasy scape. That'd be amazing.
That would be cool. They always have really cool kits. A lot of their Kill Team stuff, I think, looks pretty good. But to set up like a full 40k table with Games Workshop terrain would be a little bit difficult at the moment. But it would be amazing if you could.
All right, I reckon, let's get on to a recurring segment. John's come up with this, and I think this is such a great idea. Every episode we do, we're going to try and do these once a month. We're going to choose a unit from one of our armies, and you have to guess that unit within 10 questions. But let's just start with not one from our own armies. Let's just start with one we all know. I'm going to choose a unit, and you guys have 10 questions to ask me to try and figure out which unit it is.
Oh,
and you know what I played. So, okay, yeah, it's from my army. Go from it.
We're just not very knowledgeable in Chaos. So
I was going to say, you're the only one who plays Chaos.
What's his toughness?
If you know Space Marine, this will be like
Toughness.
Wait, no, they have to be yes/no questions.
Oh, really?
Is it
So
toughness?
does it have an invulnerable save?
Yeah.
Is its toughness higher than 10?
No.
Is it in Terminator armor?
Yes.
Is it Abaddon?
No.
Ooh.
Is it a Chaos Sorcerer in Terminator armor?
No.
Okay, let's ask more questions to bring it down, not just guesses. But then I don't know anything about Chaos.
It's like super obvious.
Is it more melee based?
Yes.
Is it the Chaos Lord and Sorcerer? In
No.
Terminator?
Oh.
Has it got...
A melee based Chaos.
Do you own this model?
Yes.
Is this from Emperor's Children?
Yes.
Is it Lucius?
You've got one more question.
Oh.
This isn't in Terminator armor.
Oh, was it in Terminator?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
You guys are gonna kill yourself when you don't realize the question you haven't asked.
Oh, this one's tough.
There was too many guesses without enough questions.
I'll give you a hint. It's on the wall behind me.
Can the camera see?
There's no...
I think it can.
What, just the Terminator squad?
Just a gosh darn Terminator. You're asking all the questions about Terminator play, but you didn't actually say, is it the Terminator?
Everybody watching this is screaming.
Yeah.
You idiots.
Good, cool. It's interesting. It's fun. You know, like that's a fun format. We can. So not me next time.
Yeah.
We have to choose someone else's, but we'll pre-prepare it. Oh, and we get what was I representing that right? You know, like we would choose a unit you have, and you've got to ask us 10 questions.
So I would say it's Ben's turn this week, and we'd all look at orc data sheets and be like, okay, well, let's all pick this one.
Yeah.
And then Ben has 10 questions to work out which of his models we picked.
And we can put the data sheet on the screen while he's like flailing.
And you do like a nice little thing saying, how well do you know your army, or know your army, or...
That's
I'm gonna
brilliant.
fail every time.
Yeah.
I'm too reliant on my phone, the Warhammer app. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's just going to be Vulcan for you.
Don't put it.
Does it have flamethrowers?
That's half the army going.
Alright, so we're probably at a good point to like start wrapping up this podcast, but I've got two more little topics we could go through. One is a lore tidbit. Again, I think this is another brilliant reoccurring segment idea, because Warhammer is so full of like ridiculous, great little tidbits of lore. What was that one you were saying before? 'Cause that's so good.
My favourite one that I learned was orcs don't actually have hair. They have parasitic squids that attach themselves to their heads. And that's just crazy to me.
And do they do it deliberately, or is it just like...
I mean, I don't know that far into it, but
I think it's deliberately.
yeah.
That's so fun.
And they eat them when they're hungry.
Yeah,
Just rip them off.
Battle nutrients.
I
Beautiful.
don't think it's as a common thing anymore because they don't have hair in the new Orc Boy kits.
No, they don't, I don't think.
No.
They're nude. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, I don't know if they're nude downstairs, but
We'll have to write into James' workshop.
do orcs have pubic squeaks?
Birkins.
And is that like an upgrade kit you have to buy?
Coming soon, 2026.
Hopes for 11th.
Yeah. Pubic squeaks.
All right, last thing we've got on like this little list that we'll make less conspicuous next time. We'll just sort of like memorize the list of stuff to ramble through. Last thing, I don't know if you want to do it, James. Do you want to do like a store update? Is that a thing you'd enjoy?
Oh, I suppose. Yeah.
What's cooking? What's fresh at the Chaotic Kraken?
Lots more Warhammer coming in, I suppose.
Really?
Oh, that's terrible. No one wants that.
We're starting to get a bit more basing stuff in now too. We've got a few basing kits and we've got quite a lot of toughs in that are selling quite well. Yeah, no, I think it's just emphasis on getting people to finish their bases and make them look nice. That's a big one.
Is that in line with us needing to finish painting our damn armies?
Yeah, maybe.
That's so hard. Like honestly, how difficult that is to just find people who have fully painted armies. And
Yeah.
that's not me throwing shade. It's just such a like wonderful, obsessive, perfectionist cycle.
At the end of the day as well though, everyone's busy. We're all adults with jobs. I don't think you should get shunned for learning a grey plastic army, you know what I mean? I think that's perfectly fine. So,
1,000%.
No gatekeeping, please.
And I will fight whoever. I'll bash you if you shame my friends for running the.
Look at his lawyers next door.
Yeah, it's hard enough getting them together. Then you want to play with them.
Because for me, that roadblock is painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hit the painting step and I'm just like,
It's
I
hard
mean,
with
you've got
you.
some nice looking town now though, don't you?
The bubble.
I'll bring them next time and everyone can judge my towel.
Yes, please.
And not to mention as well, like people can be scared of painting. Like there is quite a fear there. Like I spent all this good money on this model. I might stuff it up if I try painting. And I think generally pushing people slowly into it, showing them new techniques and stuff like that, it's the way to go.
That is sage and wise because I'm exactly there.
Especially with GW, they're getting better with their models.
Yes, I'm
Old Space Marines you can slap paint on them. They'll look fine because they would like this. Who cares how it looks? But now a Space Marine comes out and you want to do it right because you want to do the model justice.
Definitely.
And they're getting better with the quality and it's just insane how good it is and that's scary.
Yep, that's why the lion's still in Screw Jail for me. I've had him for a year. It's one of my favourite characters in all 40k and he is still in his box.
Yeah.
I'm
I
shit scared of
didn't
painting.
clean up my sprues like I should and I feel like I'll be judged on that and it'll reflect on the paint. Everyone will be like,
I'll bash them too.
Carly's a violent one.
Yeah, so violent. I've got Abaddon at home. He'll probably be like my scariest thing. I've painted his updo. That's it.
He's squeaky.
He's good looking up, dude.
He's squeaky.
One thing that I have learned about this community too, though, is like feedback on painting is generally pretty positive. Like, no one really talks down to anyone about their bad paint jobs. Like, everyone's pretty supportive, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, that's another good point. Any sort of negative stuff I've heard about Warhammer, I think it's mostly online. Like 99% of the people I've met, and I've met like I think several dozen by now who are into Warhammer, they're very like encouraging, inclusive. Then they're definitely not gatekeeping the hobby at all. I think that's excellent.
And if you do ask for criticism, it's more like you could do this better without telling you it's stupid.
Yeah. Well, have you tried this? Instead of doing it that way, have you tried doing it this way? Like,
Yeah. Do you want to hammer do you want to work on it? Blah, sort of. It's not. Why were you here with this model? Get out.
Yeah. Oh no, not that model. It's unpainted. In fact, nice segue. What's everyone working on at the moment? And I can go first. Do you want to grab that piece of terrain, if that's okay?
In frame.
So I am currently working on a new terrain set, which we've played once or twice, like unpainted. I sprayed it grey, so it kind of still looked okay. But I'm really looking forward to finishing this. It's a Legion base, So it'll look really nice with little dudes running around it. Little war dollies all over it. There's loads of
Similar
different
to the
shapes.
original Dawn of War game.
That's right, yeah, it's all
building set.
based on that. Nice. Nice.
Very cool set.
That's what I'm doing.
Alright, well, here's one I prepared earlier. Even though I've barely painted my Dark Angels, I decided that I wanted to change things up and start a Hive Fleet. And because I'm trying to make life hard for myself, I picked Hive Fleet Typhon, which I really love the scheme. It's actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Learning some new techniques like feathering. Felt a bit nervous to try it, but after doing one model, I was like, shit, that's actually pretty easy.
Where you pull the brush through wet paint to like pull it?
Yeah, so I chuck the shade down, I put it quite heavy, and then I have a second brush with a little bit of water loaded up, and then I come through, water down the bottom, and blend it through to the other colour.
Gotcha. It's not quite like the Great British Bake Off, which is what I watched last night. They do feathering. It's a baking technique called feathering. That makes way more sense. That's awesome.
But yeah, really fun. Mixing up from Space Marines and just plain ceramite armor going into some cool looking little alien bugs.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Looks
real fun.
great.
Thank you.
And I love Nids for you. I've only ever known John as a Dark Angels player, but I think the contrast there is so fun. I love it. Can't wait.
Thank you.
Ben, what are you working on?
I've got a lot in the works. I have 6 armies and then none of them is fully complete. But
One of us.
I've converted. I'll still bully myself for it. I've put together the Ravenwing
Dark Shroud.
thank you. Older kit, but it's really cool. And I was just like, we don't see enough flyers here.
Yep.
I'll do a flyer for my Dark Angels army, and the stasis bomb ability sounds hilarious. And then, you know what? Why not just deep strike one of these? It'll be fun.
It would be lots of fun.
Sounds so fun.
Another hope for 11th. Flyers become relevant again.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, 100%.
I have a Helldrake and I've played it like 4 or 5 times. It's whiffed every single time. But I've now realised getting the Emperor's Children book, it runs in Emperor's Children. And in the Emperor's Children, it's actually pretty fun. You fly over things, and the things you fly over, you roll D3 for mortal wounds. Like that, similar. So there's definitely like ways to make it like a really easy way. Like, come on, you got this, G-dubs, I believe in you.
Really off topic, but still same topic. I actually think I love that about our group as well, where just because something doesn't necessarily work that well on the tabletop doesn't mean we don't run it. We're not real meta chasers, we just love Warhammer. We want to see different models on the board. We want to do something we haven't done before just for fun.
Yeah.
Try and muck around.
You've soon got to see a Stomper on the board. It's going to be a waste of 800 points because
It's gonna be glorious.
you'll just shoot it in one turn and it'll evaporate. But it'll be cool.
It will look cool.
And if it
Style points.
if it deadly demises, this is the big orc, massive
big.
orc.
that big or
It's so
something.
fun. Brilliant, love that. And that's such a good point. We're constantly running like lists, not because they're the best list, but because they're going to be fun to play. That's love it. James, what are you working on?
Oh, what aren't I working on? I'm trying to find myself again. I've painted so much green. I'm dabbling in everything, just trying everything to see if something sticks, you know. I've decided to work on something. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Oh.
It's a secret.
James does this. He's very
You
into
haven't heard
surprises.
it yet.
Haven't heard it
You
yet.
have not heard me talk about it yet.
I've heard you talk about it a lot, so that's
So
really
it's
good
like-
thinking.
It's not World Eaters, I suppose.
It's definitely not World Eaters.
Night Lords.
It's definitely not Night Lords.
What? How many things have you got on the go at the moment?
I haven't got Night Lords on the go yet. See, I do a thing where sometimes I paint something and I'm not happy with it. So I think it's okay, if you're not happy with something, you just step back and take a break. You know what I mean? Otherwise you'll burn yourself out and you won't enjoy it. I think painting, you have to enjoy, and if you're not enjoying something, you can step back and be like, I'm not enjoying this, I need to pivot, and that's fine. In my opinion anyway.
No,
you know
I
what
agree,
I mean?
definitely.
We talk about this often, and I'm so glad you brought this up. It would have felt like a shame to not pronounce this in our very first pilot episode, but we talk, I think, probably constantly about like the bubble of joy that is Warhammer. If you know what I mean, like you've got lots of hobbies that require all the discipline and the perseverance, but Warhammer's not that. Like if you're enjoying it, then you're doing it right. As simple as that.
Exactly.
If you're not
Yeah.
enjoying it, you're doing it wrong.
It's a hobby. You're meant to be having fun.
And it looks different for everyone. And that's
And it's nice to, at the end of the week, just come in, talk,
Yep.
yeah.
play a game. podcast.
We're not going to judge you. If you're tired of painting 30 green Infernus Marines, we're not going to judge you. We're going to be, that's fine, man. Try a Tyrannid. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You can crack the whip and say,
Yeah.
more aggression. More aggression.
But yeah, something's coming.
Oof.
I love
Thanks,
James' surprise. He's
Yeah.
very good at them. Although I hear you don't like surprises yourself.
No, I'm not a big surprise person.
Wow, you hypocrite. Okay, gents. Well, if we've got nothing else to talk about, I think that's probably a pretty good wrap on a pilot episode. If you've stuck with us this far, thanks. I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll do it again in a month's time. We'll think of some fresh stuff to talk about.
I think that went pretty well.
Talk about the games we've had in the meantime.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Have a lovely night. Catch you later.
Toodles.